Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Doubling. And in today's video, I'm basically going to be trying out different TikTok art hacks. Also, I gained a new subscriber, so hello to my new subscriber. We're at 370 now. We are so close to 400. If you guys want to see the results from all my videos, I do post them over on my Instagram, so be sure to follow me on there. And then if you want more exclusive content, be sure to go and support me on Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and you get tons of bonus rewards and exclusive content there. I know my background is not super aesthetic right now, right? It's a lot more aesthetic when I face away from my desk and you guys can see my desk in the background. But let me know if you like the blur behind me. And I know you can see my microphone in the video. Let me know if that bothers you at all. Okay, so tip number 1.
This is an art tip I wish I learned way sooner. You know when you're drawing and you go to hide your sketch layer and your line art looks nothing like you thought it should look? Like, what even is that? Well, it's actually...
You guys, I'm so bad at line art. I don't even do line art anymore. I just do a sketch, paint, and then I'll go over it with some new sketch lines, and that's it. Like, I don't even do line art because I was so sick and tired of having a beautiful sketch. I do the line art, and then it looks like junk, right? So I feel like this could be helpful to me.
Because your sketch layer's opacity is way too high. So you need to go to your sketch layer and just lower the opacity. I know it sounds simple, but you need to lower it. When I say lower, I mean like low, way lower than you think it should be, so you can barely see it. Like this.
But that's like a 10 out of 10, dude. Like, I feel like I need that. I mean, I know to lower your sketch layer like I do when I'm painting, as you guys have seen in my previous videos. It's interesting though how she also does the line art to be like thicker in some areas. Adding heaviness to line art I feel like can be really difficult. I feel like it was something I just never learned. And also maybe I'm just not good at line art. So that's why I don't do traditional art. Tip number 2. That's a cool sketchbook. Okay, this one's more for the traditional artist girlies out there. I'm not a traditional artist anymore. I'm pretty much fully digital, although I do want to do a video where I blow the dust off my sketchbook and try and do traditional again because it's been so long. It's been like years, you guys. But I do know the one about the rubbing alcohol. I did know that. I did not know about the hairspray though. Like, I know if you do a painting on a canvas, if you want to add like a finish to it, you can use some hairspray. Didn't know that worked for charcoal though. There's a lot of different ways you can blend colored pencils. Maybe not rubbing alcohol. It takes paint off a paintbrush, so like maybe don't use it for your soft colored pencils to blend it. That could end up giving it like an acid washed out kind of look. So maybe not that one. So I give this one like a 7 out of 10. I feel like 2 of the 3 tips were good, were interesting. Tip number 3.
Do you want to draw like this?
Oh guys, it's cooling. Oh boy.
I don't understand how she's so popular and so not popular at the same time. Like, it doesn't make sense to me.
If you think tracing is bad, guess what? You're wrong! Now, to be fair, tracing someone's art and saying it's yours is bad. But if you're practicing and you are redlining to study how to construct a head or how to draw an eye at a specific angle, then it's one of the fastest ways to progress. It's kind of like using a machine at the gym instead of free weights. Sometimes, especially if you're a beginner, you're not going to know how the movement is performed, so it helps to have something like training wheels. Sure, you can keep riding that 2-wheeled bike and continue to fall down over and over and over again until your knees are bloody, or you can use the training wheels first, get used to it, and then try it without.
Okay, I do like it. At first I was kind of like, you know, I don't know about tracing. Like, I feel like it's kind of 50-50. You know, some people are like,
Don't ever trace, like that's so bad, you're evil. Don't ever trace, don't ever trace.
I kind of feel like it's not that bad depending on how you use it. Like, don't ever trace someone else's art and then claim it to be your own. One thing he didn't mention is if you do trace someone else's art to create your own art, kind of like as like a base or like a study, give credit to the person whose art you traced because they did originally create that from the blank paper. You just traced over it and then filled it in. So be sure to give them credit. I like how he talked about the training wheels and like understanding the movement, because sometimes you can't take something from your brain, put it on paper. Like, sometimes it doesn't always work like that, and it's just because you don't have the muscle memory. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? So like, if you're practicing something wrong, it's not gonna make perfect, it's gonna make wrong, bad, ugly. I would give this one like an 8 out of 10 just because he forgot to mention like giving credit. Tip number...
Wait, what tip are we on?
4? 3 or 4? I don't know.
2 common mistakes: short, scratchy lines and chaotic searching lines. Usually, when done by newer artists, these types of lines express to the viewer a feeling of anxiety and a lack of confidence. Some masters can use chaotic lines deliberately with confidence. But assuming you're not a master yet, pause and just think for a moment. Make sure to leave enough time between strokes to visualize the next one. We can use tapered strokes to construct complex lines using many simple lines. Trying to draw a more complicated shape in one swoop makes it harder to draw the correct shape with the correct proportions. The arm has a lot of anatomical bumps that make the shape more nuanced. If I simplify segments of the shape, the whole process becomes a lot more digestible. Again, don't move your hand faster than your brain can think.
I think it's okay to use chaotic searching lines as long as you clean it up afterwards, you know? I feel like cleaning up your sketch is really important. I know I use a lot of chaotic searching lines when I'm doing the base, like the very, very base for my sketch. Like the head you guys see in all my videos, I just go like this. I make about 20 circles for just the head before I actually start drawing literally anything else. I like how he drew the arm with like one line and then he went back and like did multiple lines to kind of show you. Because yeah, it is, you're not going to get the shape perfect on the first try, right? So I feel like it's okay to use searching lines. I feel like if you clean up the sketch and then pick out the best lines that you like by going over them again, it doesn't really matter if you have those messy lines. His printer just beeped for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it beeped. Kind of scared me. Tip number, I don't remember.
Here's how to start being more consistent in your art journey. Number 1, realize that it takes an average of 59 to 70 days to form a new habit. More than likely, 2 months of choosing to draw every day is not that big of a time commitment for most people, especially if you already love art and want to pursue it as a hobby or a career. My advice is to set an alarm to draw every day at the same time. Even if it's for 5 minutes, getting started is good enough. Number 2 is to make drawing accessible. This means having your workspace clear of any clutter, with your drawing materials laid out for you ahead of time. And my third and final tip is to eliminate distractions. Now for me, it's always going to be my Switch, but for you it could be whatever. So at the same time that you're setting out your drawing materials, take away whatever distraction is going to hold you back. If you follow these 3 tips, you're cultivating an environment that makes it easy to get started and easy to keep going.
Really have your workspace set up. I know for me, I function so much better if my workspace is clean, it's organized. I don't know about setting an alarm for the same time every day, because like, sometimes you're not always going to want to do it, or you'll be busy and then you'll be like, oh, I'll do it later. I feel like it's good to just set aside time at some point in your day. I work full time, so sometimes when I come home, I'd be like, I don't want to draw, and then sometimes I'd be like, I'm gonna draw for the rest of my night. I do think she's right though, even if it's just 5 minutes. I want to do a video on this warm-up that I like, and it's literally just like 15 minutes, and it helps with anatomy and free-flowing your art better. I kind of want to try doing it like as like a 30-day challenge, you know, like see how my art improves just drawing 15 minutes a day. I give it like an 8 out of 10. I feel like I'm being so harsh. I don't know. I feel like I'm being so mean.
Art tips that actually help me. Number 1, make as many doodles as you can. Drawing things without trying to make them look good or cool can really help avoiding art block, and can also help you get more confident with your lines and art style. Number 2, watch tutorial.
Oh, of course, Colleen. Bro, I literally can't make it through 2 TikToks without Colleen popping up.
Are a few artists that really help me.
Watching tutorial videos and speed paint videos, which I do have on my Patreon, by the way. Be sure to check it out. They motivate you, they inspire you so much. Like, I just need to watch like 2 speed paint videos or 2 drawing TikToks, and I'm like, yo, I want to make some art myself. Like, it's so inspiring.
Number 3, compare your own art. By doing this, you can see your improvement throughout the years, months, and can give you really good confidence.
Dude, whenever I'm feeling bad about my art, like lately I've been feeling like I haven't improved in my art in like 300 years, but then I look back at my art from like 2 years ago and I'm like, I drew that? Like, why did I think it was so good at the time? But like, it just makes you realize how much you've improved even though you don't feel like you have. Like, sometimes looking forward, you can't see your improvement, but looking back, you see how far you've come.
Number 4, draw what you love. You shouldn't care about likes and views. Drawing what you love will motivate you drawing more, and you will have fun doing it. I improved so much in the past year because I actually tried out those tips, and now I am really, really proud of my art.
Well, your art looks amazing. I love that you are so confident in your art style. You've definitely found like your specific taste, And I love that for you. It looks really good. I'm so hard on myself for my art. I feel like all my art I post on my YouTube videos never is good. And I'm like, why am I making YouTube videos about my bad art? Like, I feel like my only good art is when I'm drawing away from the camera. But then I have to remind myself, like, okay, but it's always going to look the worst to me because I can see all the mistakes. Whereas to everyone else, it probably looks way better than it looks in my head. Guys, this is an 11 out of 10. This is wholesome. These are all good tips.
Trust me, tracing is good.
Okay, we already did a tracing video. Sorry, buddy.
Character design tip. Is your character just missing something? Give them a scarf. Does your character's outfit need a flowy element? Give them a scarf. Is your character cold? Give them a scarf. Is your character a cute little animal? They'd be cuter with a scarf. Is your character just some guy? Now he's just some guy with a sweet scarf. Is your character already wearing a scarf? Well, don't let that stop you.
It's cute. I like that. It took me like till like the third one to realize it was a joke. I was like,
Why are we adding scarves to everything?
but like those are some cute scarves, and also he's kind of right. It does add something. It adds a little flavor, a little taste.
Perfect sketches.
Perfect sketches. Oh.
First is line weight. Doing this will level up your sketches. You can see the difference.
4. After. It looks so much better.
Okay, that wasn't 5 art tips. That was 1. Also, you didn't explain how to know where to put like the line weight. You just said around edges and corners, which isn't always true. Sometimes you put line weight in different areas. I give this a 2 out of 10. It just wasn't very well explained. And also that was 1 art tip, not 5. So you cheated me out of 4. I feel lied to. Okay guys, go follow her too. Follow her YouTube channel. I would say if you're trying to draw the other eye, this is something that a lot of people make a mistake on. So sit down and let me tell y'all, because it's something that a lot of people make a mistake on. Okay, listen. Come real close, okay? If you're trying to draw the other eye, okay, don't draw the eye fully and then draw the other one. You draw it in pieces. Draw the outline of one, draw the outline of the other one. Outline or clean up your sketch of this one, outline, clean up your sketch of this one. Fill in this one, add the lashes. Fill in this one, add the lashes, because then you're doing them evenly, okay? Hopefully I'm not blowing my mic out right now. Who knows? I'm probably gonna go with the audio. It's gonna be like... But anyways, do it step by step. Don't fully draw one eye and then fully draw the other, because they will never match, ever. Like, it's just not going to happen. I would give this one a 10 out of 10. Pretty good. Well, actually, no, a 9 out of 10, because I don't think you should draw the eye, take a picture, and then flip it. I really like her tip about the charcoal versus the graphite pencil. Amazing tip. Also, using a tissue or even a paper towel. Dude, it's going to blend so easy. Like, you will not believe how easy that will blend. I can't tell if this is a joke or not. Like, I don't want to, like, take this seriously if it's a joke, you know? But, like, I can't really tell. Also, yeah, just keep good posture. I thought about that when I was watching this. I was like, Like, I gotta sit up straight, you know?
Here are 3 art tips to make sure your art doesn't end up looking like this. Remember to use T-shapes in your art. This can be used to exemplify the eyelashes or the eyelids on your art. And using this overlapping shape in your art is really good for giving it more depth, as you can see here using
Okay, he's talking so fast. Like, dude, slow down. Okay, the only person who can talk fast is me.
Remember that the eye is actually a 3D form, so this means when you're shading in the eyelid, don't leave the eyeball just white. So make sure to at least add a little bit of shading. This will give it much more depth. For the final tip, remember not to place your mouth too high or too low. The mouth should be right in the middle of the nose and the chin, and if you guys mess this up, it's gonna look really weird.
He is right about the eyeball being a 3D shape. Your eye is not perfectly round, but it's definitely very circular, right? So definitely add shading to your eyelid. I don't know why he put the shading where he did though in this video. I give this one a 5 out of 10. Guys, I feel like I'm just coming on here and bullying people. Look at your video you worked so hard on. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. You know, like, I feel like I'm being so mean, but also, like, these are not good art. They're not good. All right, last tip video. Hopefully it's a good one. I bet they're gonna say, take the hair, duplicate it, and flip it. I bet that's what they're gonna say. Okay, no. I give this like a 1 out of 10. Okay, the front of the hair, okay, like look at my hair for example, right? If I were to draw this, right, this shape, if I just took it and flipped it and then drew the back of the hair, that would not look the same. Like your hair looks totally different from the back or even from the side than it does from the front, right? Just draw the hair, okay? Just don't be lazy. Well, that was a terrible one to finish with. Maybe just don't go to TikTok for your art tips. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to bully anyone. This video is just for fun, and it's just my advice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun filming it. Be sure to follow my Instagram to check out my art and my art tips, and also check out my other videos where I do art tutorials and I do give some art tips and I explain my process as I do it. I just did a video where I actually mimic my favorite artist, and I give a lot of tips in that one, and I explain the whole process step by step so you guys can kind of understand my method behind that. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and boop that subscribe button on the nose. Okay. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!